Cloak, being the best ability to avoid chases. This ability allows you to prevent starting a chase and getting out of a chase, but you must be smart with it. So, let's go down how it works. When activated, you will go invisible a span of 1.5 seconds and stay invisible for 10 seconds. And when it ends, you become visible again at an end lag of 2 seconds. The cooldown is 40 seconds and it gives 10 points when the killer is 50 studs away when you are 25 studs near at the start. Basically, a good way to get out of a situation, but it comes with its weaknesses. Like I said, when you go invisible, you have the end lag of 2 seconds, but also it has a noise and particle effects. Also, when you are fully invisible, when you take any damage, you will become visible and get the 1 second end lag, allowing the killer to get another hit off of you. And you can't regain stamina while the invisibility is active. While going invisible of the 1.5 seconds, your movement speed is slower. I don't know if this is a bug, but your scratch on your chest still is visible. They should fix this. Anyways, now, when? Remember when I said to avoid a chase and getting out of a chase? Yeah, that's when it comes into use. Remember, this is a survivalist ability. This is for your own safety, not your team. Well, let's start. You can use it to avoid a chase by making yourself invisible. Here's an example. The killer is chasing a group of us, so I use Cloak so he won't track me. He gets distracted from my team and I got away. You can get out of a chase when used correctly. Here's an example. The killer is chasing me, but I do a cloak illusion. I will talk about that in a minute. To fool them which direction I was going, so he left with false clues. You can even use it to cancel killer's ability, like Killjoy's flight for example. You don't want to use Cloak while you're cornered because the killer will know you're from that area and will stay in that area until you decloak. So never cloak while in a corner. Unless you want to live, I guess. Like it's worth the risk. Also, Cloak can save people. Like this, for example, going through Artful's walls and saving trapped teammates. Yes, I know I just said you have to use it for yourself, but this is the best way to help your team with this ability. That's all I can think of when to use it properly, but now we faced him. Pursuer has 3 abilities to counter your Cloak. If he lands it while you're going invisible in the 1.5 seconds, he can see the -1 damage and you'll have blood. You won't decloak when you are taking the blood damage. When Pursuer uses Howl, you highlight for 0.5 seconds. This may not seem like a big issue, but now the killer knows where you are, even while you're cloaked. You can still get slowed down from the Howl. And if he ever loses you, he can just use Stalk. How to avoid it? Well, you can't really counter. You must really rely on your teammates and hope he has them on cooldown. Well, now let's use tech. Remember when I said cloak illusions? Yeah, this is how it works. Walk to the direction you're facing and immediately switch directions when your cloak's fully finished, making the illusion, leaving the killer with false info. Besides going through Artful's walls, that's all I can think of. So if you have another tech, you could comment it. Basically, supports and other survivalists are good. A sentinel is also good anyways. Let's start. Obviously, when you're a support, you mostly get targeted. So Cloak helps you avoid getting into chases. Like Caretaker, but you mostly get targeted less, so it's almost the same. 2 survivalist abilities will increase your survival chances. You avoid chases. You need to get out of chases. And remember, get out of a situation.